Bud Light could have pulled off a successful LGBTQ Pride Month promo if they did not use Dylan Mulvaney. If they just did like a RuPaul's Drag Race thing, nobody would have cared. Conservatives would have been like cringe, but RuPaul's Drag Race has been on TV for like 15, 20 years or some. So it's like, it's not shocking to anybody, but Dylan Mulvaney is particularly offensive to so many people. I got to hand it to TikTok, right? Their promotion of the absolute like craziest content resulted in someone like Dylan Mulvaney being able to trick people into thinking that they're popular. And so this millennial woman at Bud Light is like, Dylan Mulvaney's popular. No. See, if you're ever wondering, when I always talk bad about TikTok and I say they're promoting crackpot garbage that people don't like and it's messing with our kids' brains, you need only look at the disparity between the popularity of Dylan Mulvaney on TikTok and the promotion of Dylan Mulvaney and what actually happened when a brand tried to hire Dylan Mulvaney. It destroyed the company. I mean, Bud Light's never recovered. Isn't that crazy? It's been 2 years.
They tried.
Yeah, but I mean,
with
they
all
had
the
the Post Malone rebrand stuff,
and I think it was what Shane Gillis Rogan and UFC. Doesn't matter. That money never came back.
Yeah.
Probably not, but I think that part of the reason why Dylan Mulvaney was so radioactive to that brand is because of what the brand was prior to Dylan Mulvaney, right? Like Dylan Mulvaney doing something for someone else wouldn't have the kind of, crushing effect,
right?
Because we all talked about it, like, oh, you're at the bar with your friends or whatever, and it's like, oh, you're ordering Bud Light, huh? And it's like the Joker is there. Oh, you're getting the gay one, huh?
To be fair, I cannot for the life of me understand how anybody on the East Coast would order a Bud Light when they got Yingling out here.
Exactly.
It is. I mean, that's serious.
I never ever. I mean, I drink so rarely, but when I had beers, it was Yingling, the oldest beer in the country, I believe.
Yeah, it's
great.
And it's on the East Coast. I get it. Not everywhere on the East Coast.
Yeah.
I just don't understand why anybody would drink Bud Light.
Yep.
Like, okay, I'm going to say this right now. Big fan of UFC. I know they got sponsored by Bud Light. Don't really care. That's cool.
Yeah.
But Bud Light is just not beer. I don't know. It's just.
Yingling's more patriotic too. Isn't there an eagle on the thing?
Yeah, and when this happened, they put out like a big pro-America statement, advertisement.
Yeah. Oh, funny. That's
yeah,
funny.
They know what's up.
And remember the lady who was running the ads for Bud Light. Her videos were coming out, and she was saying like just terrible things. I forget exactly what it was, but remember she got fired for what she did for bringing Dylan Mulvaney on. And she got hired somewhere else, ridiculous.
Really?
Recently.
I don't remember that one.
I forget where. I feel like some sports place took her on to do their ad, do their ads.
I was talking to this liberal woman last Friday, and she was saying that the left won the culture war in the mid 2010s or the early 2010s, largely by just removing conservatives. And I think she's right. I think the cancel culture and woke left domination of institutions resulted in them just shoveling people under the rug. If a conservative said something like, hey, I don't like this, under the rug, what ends up happening? You get a weird marketing campaign. They think it's popular, and then the actual backlash occurs because censoring people, we always said this, you're not shutting down their speech. You're not stopping their ideas. You're just shuffling them into the corner where no one can see them. But they still exist. They'll still have an impact. And what ends up happening is they played themselves. Yeah. They could not tell how many people truly hated this stuff because the institution censored them all. So when they went on social media, all they saw was pro-LGBTQ stuff. Mm-hmm. Said, this is what people like. Not realizing most people didn't like it. They were just silenced.
I mean, you kind of made that point or proved that point when it came to the Rogan interview. Like when you were talking to, what's her name, the Twitter people, and you're like, look, you guys are the ones that are deciding what is and is not, okay, you're the ones that are ideological about it.
Yeah. The one area where I stumped them was when I said, you are biased. They said, no, we're not. It was Jack Dorsey. And I said, you have a misgendering policy. Conservatives think misgendering is to call a man a woman or a woman a man. And liberals think misgendering someone is when you don't call them what they want to be called. That's two distinct worldviews. You've chosen only one of them and then banned anybody else. That is absolute bias against, conservatives. Yeah. And they were, Jack was kind of like, oh, like he kind of realized it, like, oh yeah.
Yeah.
You can't deny it. Conservatives don't agree with your view. You're banning them, right? Okay, great. That means you've chosen one worldview. Yep. But I've long described it like this. I long said that it was benefiting the right because I was like, imagine there's a mom and she's got two kids with her, two little boys. One is covered in chocolate. His hands are all messy and he's filthy and his hair's all messed up and he's wild and crazy. And the other one is looking prim and proper with a nice little suit and clean. On the surface, you look at him and you go, that kid's clearly more well-mannered. And that messy kid, man, oof, that kid's got bad attitude. Turns out, nope, they're either just as bad as each other or one's worse, but mom doesn't let the clean kid have any ice cream at all. So the kid can't get dirty because the mom's very strict with him. What was happening is that social media was banning all of the fringe elements of the right, making the right look sane and rational, and letting the left go nuts and bash their faces on the table. And now people are like, I don't want to associate with that. Thanks for checking out this clip from Timcast IRL. Make sure to watch the show live Monday through Friday at 8 p.m. Subscribe to this channel, and we will see you all there.